Hi, students. So this is your Wednesday work for week 3. So I'm giving it to you today, and you are going to work on it and complete it by next Wednesday, the 26th. I think that's next Wednesday. So we're looking at the next section of our Chapter 1 textbook. Previously, we looked at intrinsic and extrinsic rewards for being a teacher. And now we're looking at the challenges of teaching. So our topic is challenges. I'm in teaching. Okay, I am going to leave the EQ just for a minute. I want to come back to it. I am going to draw my lines for my notes. Okay, so I've drawn my question line and my summary line. And just like we did previously, our red bold heading, that's going to be straight across here on the question line. Okay, I'm going to read that section of the text over here. It says, a number of challenges also exist in teaching, the first of which is simply finding a job. So the first one is going to be finding a job. So that is our first black bold heading. And then all the data or information that you want to put underneath there is going to be indented again. Okay, and then you will have, I don't know if that's how many spaces you'll need, but then you have another black bold heading underneath there, and it is working conditions. Okay, and so you'll put in working conditions. Okay, and you're going to continue that work through this section. Someone had asked, is there a number of pages for notes? There is not a number of pages. The thing that I need you to do is I need you to make sure you get all the information. So, do you have to put in every minute detail? No. One of the key rules of note taking is not writing verbatim, which means word for word, right? So you're not copying. You're not copying this information word for word. One of the strategies I like to use is I like to, when I'm taking textbook notes, I like to turn my bold headings into questions, and then I read the text so that I can find the answer to that question. So for finding a job, I might ask, how hard is it to find a teaching job? That might be a question that I ask. And so as I'm reading that section, I'm going to write down the information that the book tells me about how hard it is to find a teaching job, or what are the steps that you need to use to find a teaching job, right? So working conditions. I might ask, what are the working conditions of a teacher? And then I would read that section to answer those questions. So you're not going to copy word for word. The act, or the word for the act that we're doing, is we are paraphrasing, or we're summarizing. We are not writing word for word. The other thing that I want you to keep in mind is that if I have a section like this, finding a job, and it is 1, 2, 3 paragraphs long, I'm going to want to make sure I pull something from each of those sections, because that's going to help me cover the information. I don't want to just read half of it and then say, okay, well, that's good enough. She'll never know. Chances are I'll know. You don't have to put in, remember we said that these red lines or these reddish lines separate the information in the text from a teacher's story. If you want, you could take the teacher's story and you can add it here in the margins. Like, what was the important part of that teacher story? So what was the, what was the key component of the teacher story? How does it relate to that information? You don't have to draw the charts or graphs unless you feel it helps you understand the information better than the text. So for example, this graphic organizer right here, it is very clear that the characteristics of classrooms is that events occur frequently and quickly, but you might need to provide an example from here. Examples are great things to add to your notes because it helps you understand better. So we're going to keep going until we get to this page where we're stopping right here at the job interview. Okay. If you have any questions as you're taking these notes, let me know. These notes are not due until Wednesday, the 26th, but we will be talking about these concepts and these ideas in our class, our Zoom class on Monday, the 24th, I believe. Okay. So the important part of this video is showing you how I want you to take notes. That is your direct instruction. We will work with the content that you learn from taking your notes in Zoom class on Monday and then also on Thursday. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.